The first time the members of 17 noticed him, the photograph was already old. The image showed 13 bright faces at their debut showcase, hands raised beneath white lights, 100 fans pressed behind the barricade, and there he was near the back rail, a young man in a dark hooded coat, calm as a shadow that had learned to smile. No one remembered seeing him that day. Yet there he stood, clear as ink. They laughed at first. When June said the camera had caught the wrong person twice. Jihoon frowned and checked the archives himself, moving from rehearsal shots to airport arrivals to backstage flickers stolen by blurred lenses. The same face surfaced again and again. Not always in the center, never demanding attention, but always present, as if he obeyed some private law of appearing where he was least expected. In one picture he held a blue light stick that had not been sold yet. In another, taken after a rain-soaked sound check, he wore a tour shirt that had not been printed until months later. The strangest folder was labeled before. It contained photographs from before the group met him, before the debut hall, before the first broadcast, before any name had been shouted by the crowd. In one, S. Cruz was stretching alone beneath a cracked studio mirror. In the mirror behind him, reflected in the hiss of fluorescent light, stood the same hooded fan. In another, Joshua sat on a train with his headphones on, eyes closed, while at the edge of the window glass a faint reflection showed that same patient face. And in a childhood practice room, when Vernon was still small enough to be hidden by a keyboard, the fan appeared in the grain of an old digital snapshot, standing in the doorway as if he had always known the route there. The members stopped laughing. Soon-young called it a joke for 3 minutes too long. Mingyu began counting the appearances the way others counted wins. Seungkwan, who hated mysteries unless he could solve them first, demanded to know who was editing the images. But the files came from different cameras, different years, different cities, different hands. No one could explain why the same stranger kept stepping from the edge of one life into the center of another. Then, on a night after a concert, someone found him waiting near the empty loading dock. He was older than in the photos, or perhaps closer to being real. He bowed first. His voice was low and careful when he said, "I did not mean to frighten you." The members exchanged glances. Mingho asked the question they all feared. "How are you in pictures from years before we met you?" The man looked toward the dark arena, where the last stage lights were dying. "Sometimes," he said, "photographs do not record what happened.